Hey everyone, this is Alex or PolymomoTea, and today I have a tutorial showing how to make these Among Us characters. And if you keep watching, I show you how to make the bodies as well. So let's get started. So first, to make the template, I took some scrap clay and I rolled it into an oval shape and I flattened it slightly. So it kind of looks like a giant potato. And then I rolled out cylinders for the legs and I cut them at a slight angle. And I attach the legs onto the body. Next, for like the backpack or oxygen pack, I'm pinching my clay into a rounded rectangular shape and I'm cutting off the end and I'm placing that on the back of my potato. And then that's how to make the body. And then to make the corpse, I'm just cutting it in half. So I made two of them, and here are the finished baked pieces. And once the clay pieces were baked, I made silicone molds out of them. So for the UV resin, I just poured in my thin type UV resin and I added some dyes. And then I just mixed the colors together so it's a nice homogeneous mixture. And I'm carefully pouring it into my silicone mold. And here is how it looks like, and there's a little extra sheet of resin in between. I just scraped that off with my blade. And here are all the colors that I mixed together. And these are the little corpses that I made. So first we'll finish up the corpse details. So I'm taking some gold clay and I'm flattening it out into a pancake. And then for the bone, I'm going to take some white clay and roll into a fat cylinder. And on one end, I'm going to pinch it into a triangle and I'm going to cut it with my blade. And I'm just going to round the edges. Next, I'm just going to cut off the end and I'm going to place that onto my little pancake shape. For the Imposter's helmet, I'm going to take some light blue clay and I'm going to pinch it into a rounded rectangular shape again. And I'm going to cut off the end. And I'm going to place it against the original Among Us template that we made that's already baked. And then I'm going to roll out a snake of black clay and I'm going to wrap it around the helmet just to make it the border. And very carefully, I'm going to pull it off our template. Then next we're going to make the little decoration details. So I'm taking some white clay and I'm going to pinch it into an organic shape and flatten that out and place it on top of my template. And this will serve as the base of our egg hat. And as for the yolk, we're going to take some orange clay and cut off a little slice off a ball and place that on top of our egg white. Next, we're going to make the flamingo hat. So I'm taking some pink clay and I'm rolling into a fat cylinder. And then we're going to cut off the ends and roll it into a ring. And we're going to cut another cylinder for the flamingo head and we're going to bend it slightly and place it on our ring. For the beak, we're going to take some white clay and roll into a cone and cut it at a slant. And we're going to place that onto our flamingo head. And then we're going to give it two flattened pancakes of light pink for the eyes and little dots of black clay for the pupils. Next, for the apple or cherry, can't tell what it is, we're going to take a ball of red clay and make an indent. And then we're going to cut a little snake of black clay and put it in the middle. Then for the witch's hat, we're going to take a piece of black clay and flatten it out to a pancake shape. And this will be the base of the hat. And then we're going to take black clay again and then we're going to roll it into a cone shape. Cut off the end and then we're just going to bend it and give it kind of like crinkles. And we're going to place that onto the base of our witch's hat. And finally, we're going to make the post-it. So we're going to take some yellow clay and flatten it out and cut out a little square. And using thin snakes of black clay, I'm going to spell out the word dumb. And before we bake, I'm going to place the post-it on top of one of the helmets, and I'm just going to give it a slight bend. And after we're done, we are going to bake all those according to instructions. And here are all the clay pieces that I have. And if you bake the clay pieces on top of the already baked template, you can pull it off easily like so. And so we're going to decorate by placing some super glue on our clay pieces, and we're going to place that onto the Resin Among Us bodies. And then we're going to place some super glue onto the corpses and place our little bones inside. And then for the final step, we're going to add a layer of UV resin for glaze and let that cure under the UV lamp until it's no longer sticky. So these are the final products. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It took a long time making all these clay details. I know I'm pretty late to the game, but I still wanted to release a cute Among Us video regardless, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching.